Well, I think we definitely have time for more of this. Let's change out the colors. Ooh. Oh, super dark. It's pure white. Interesting. Oh, I've been going through these kind of wrong. I thought there was names for all of these things, all these palettes. Let's go with this look. All right. Extracurricular activity. Treat yourself to a selection of challenges. I actually want to go back. I did not mean to do that. But do I get to choose my... Oh, okay. Is it Q? Oh, okay, Q resets. Good to know. Oh, and we're back to orange. Okay, new story. I want orange. Was it this one? I think it was this one. Alright. Death Note. Sudden death. Dropping below 1 stamina reason kills you instantly. Yeah, I don't want that. Difficulty. World of Horror, Skeptic, Cultists. Harbinger of Doom. This place is doomed. Flee while you can. Very hard. Let's do another easy mode. Timeline. Occult capital of Japan. Every year the city is visited by hundreds of tourists. Oh, this is like a special Halloween thing. Yeah, let's do that. Something strange is happening in your town. People are coming. Technology sucks. Gods are awakening. You are ready for action. The end of the line. Okay, something is happening where it's like double clicking things. That's really weird. I don't know. That's fine. I don't know what's going on. Continue. Story, Halloween. customize the playthrough. Maybe that's what I want. Unlockables, extended. Colorist? What? Okay, here we go.
No.
Plus knowledge minus strength. Start with one random spell. Plus strength minus knowledge. Start with cigarettes. Charisma minus strength. Start with a random ally. Weird. Perception to dexterity. Start with camera. Something weird happens when I select this twice. No one else has this going on. Starting with a random smell.
I'm going to stay and
Whoa!
enjoy this beautiful afternoon sun.
Welcome in, Ampke, to World of Horror, where things get spooky. Hope you're doing well, my dear friend. I'm sorry I was not able to watch more of your stream. I definitely wanted to. I was very tempted to not stream today and just watch you, but I was like, no, I have to stick to a schedule. And I'm on the fence on whether or not that was a good idea. Okay, difficulty. We want skeptic. Okay, I think this is all correct. VOD will still be up later anyways. Absolutely. Yeah, hopefully the item statistics randomization. I don't think that's a problem. I think we're good with this little bones running your family. Start with extra experience bandages, but an injury may occur whenever the player takes damage. Ooh. I actually don't know if I want that. Plain sloppy or spooky game. Yes, not playing sloppy game. I am playing sloppily, but that's mainly because I'm hungry. And my mental fortitude is low. A scenario mode. Short adventure coming in the future. Yeah, no, I guess we want the classic mode. Old gods are awakening. Only chance of survival is solving 5 different mysteries. The end of the world is at hand. Somewhere, a group of people gather and are trying to awaken their master. So we have the devouring fire. Both Your damage and your enemies is increased. The Towering Eye. Casting spells cost reason instead of doom. Or no. Casting spells costing reason increases doom instead. Oh. Resting increases doom penalty. And you cannot run from combat. Let's try the Towering Eye. I'm curious to see how this goes. The media has been reporting about various people with seeing supernatural skills. Could it have had any connection with the news about the stars disappearing from the night sky? Casting spells raises doom instead of the normal cost. Let's go. Let's go to our house first. We have Transfer Girl, Casual Shirt, Teen Witch, WZ86, and Sheet Ghost. You know what? We can change this later. But I think it's really funny that we can play as a Sheet Ghost. I don't think it'll have any effect on the story, but we will see. Let's get that experience boost first. We are shocked by what she did. Her voice was so calm. You don't have any VHSs to watch. Oh. Turn off the TV. Interesting. All right, so we have Rotten Report of Rancid Ramen. That sounds like fun. There's only 2 endings for this one. Rotten Reports of Rancid Ramen. Out of thin air, a brand new ramen shop opens in town. It's adored by everybody. I like this palette we chose. We can change it, but like it's dark and moody and I like it. Watching the local news, you spot a familiar street. It's a feature about the newest ramen shop. The food critic has a manic look as he describes the ramen. His description makes your stomach churn. And we have 2 spells. We have Absorb and Abolish. Towers Eldritch enemies 1 damage. Interesting. The spell does not cost reason. Interesting. So I can choose? Is that what that means? Discard 2 item cards to complete this quest. Dumpster Dive. I don't think I have any items yet. But let's go investigate the apartments, shall we? People point at and ask about a man on the other side of the street. He looks confused, muttering to himself while occasionally touching a festering wound on his cheek. You stop in your tracks and listen to the man's cursed incantations. -2 to reason. Off to a great start. But, ooh, we actually got a new spell. That's really interesting. +2 to reason. Costs experience. Oh. You can see the restaurant through the staircase window. You watch the door for hours, but you never see any of the cooks enter nor leave. Let's investigate further. You find an envelope laying on a pillow in your bedroom. Inside is cash and a note from someone who's been watching you. They wish you luck on your task and promise to meet you soon. Just how did this envelope enter your bedroom? Still no items. The only way to investigate this is to go into the restaurant yourself. Not wanting to wait for an elevator, you decide to take the rarely used stairs. You suddenly trip, but grab the railing at the last second. When you get up to inspect what caused your trip, you freeze in terror. It's slowly standing up. A twisted corpse. We are doing damage to my reason. Please stop doing damage to my reason. Oh, it's a ghost. Can I flee? Can we, get the heck out of here? Yeah, we successfully run from the twisted corpse. There's not really much I can do. Oh, Ari Boops getting their ticket ripped for the 60th time. Is that actually counting up? Did I do this wrong? I feel like it said 60th time. Hang on. Stand by. I'm realizing that I think I've done this wrong. Oh god. No, that's really not what I want. Commands. Events. Action groups? Users. Ari Boops. Yeah, I've 100% done this wrong. Lovely. Tic Tac Melon getting their ticket checked. You almost forgot to punch your ticket. Well, I don't think it's adding anything to said ticket punches. Because yours is at 54. Well, no. Okay, it is. It is, because it says that you've watched 54 streams. So that's correct. Interesting. Also, Ampkey, not to like call you out or anything, but you've been on Twitch a really long time. You've been on Twitch like a really, really long time. Like, it's not a problem, but I'm just shocked.
I got it!
Yay, you got it. Alright. They seem to be... It seems that you are not the only one wanting to try it yourself. You stand in line for hours. Your questions fall on deaf ears. And you are shunned. I want to go... shop for items. Your account is old. You only used it to watch people before you started streaming, which is totally understandable. Let's get a knife. It's not great, but let's do that. And let's equip said knife. Alarmed by the sound of glass breaking, you discover the corpse of a policeman lying in a pool of blood. It looks like someone or something tore out his throat. Oh, what do you mean steal his gun? What do you mean steal his gun? Or do I check for clues? I'm stealing his gun. I got a freaking gun. One-handed perception weapon. It has a higher damage when shot. Oh, is there a chance of shooting yourself? You wouldn't know where to find a buyer for it. That took out a lot of our reason. The smell around the restaurant is overpowering. Grease, rot, and... Is that blood you can smell? Something is wrong. Alright, sorry about that. I had some food delivered to me. Yippee. I'm excited. I'm also very hungry. But I'll wait because we got ads coming up. Something is wrong. You don't see anyone in the street. And you could have sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. You better hurry out of there. Again, another hit to reason. It's finally your turn to order. The owner grins. The owner's grin widens. That pair has been following you since this morning. You finally managed to lose them, but can't shake that this is only going to get worse. Yes. My guess is they're following me because I stole a cop's gun. The Red Bull is pushed in your face. It's so crowded that you're forced to sit on the floor. The investigation is starting to take a toll on your health. You feel like you're about to fall asleep standing up. How do you address this weakened state? Jog around the block, take a nap, buy a coffee. I want to buy a coffee. A double frappe is a nice pick-me-up, -1 fund. While with a slick hand, you fill a vial with the soup and walk out, all without tasting the weird dish. With the pulling of some delicate strings, you get the ramen into a lab. While handing over the gathered material, you hesitate. What should you send to the lab? To the laboratory. I guess just the vial of soup. A mere day later, your friend rings your door, his face pale, shaky hand. She holds the analysis sheet. You usher her in and bolt the door. You feel ill looking at the charts. While they couldn't identify some of the particles, they did discover a highly addictive drug in the broth. The restaurant must be immediately closed. A week later, the police and government officials are looking over where the ramen restaurant used to be. Nothing remains but a gap in the street. In an aimless confusion, among customers. You'd like to believe that this was the end of it, but the snippets of newspapers from other cities unsettle you. Brief articles about an exciting new ramen restaurant opening, and its mysterious owners keep showing up. You can no longer eat noodles without feeling ill. All right, we got ending B. Roads are closed. We are not exiting the town. We are stuck here. We did get a key. And I believe we need reason desperately. A minor earthquake in a seaside region reveals an entrance to a partially flooded cavern system. Local scientists believe some of the corridors could be man-made. All right, we can't do these in literally any order. But I guess we'll just keep kind of going across. Curious case of contagious coma. Curious case of a contagious coma. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People who try to wake up the patients only end up falling into the coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated to warding the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people? How did it start? This strange illness start? Investigate the village location twice. Yeah, let's do that. You had no idea that the funeral you've been invited to would end up with the guests slashing their hands to feed the deceased with their blood. You stay back, shocked by how grotesque it is. Suddenly, the guests turn their head in your direction. It is now your turn. Hello again, Moxie Cat. Moxie Cat getting 60-second ticket count. Follow the awful tradition, fight your way out, try to talk them out of it. So our knowledge is high, our charisma is whatever. I'm gonna follow. Yeah. As gruesome as it is, it's still a tradition. However, you can't shake the feeling that the deceased smiled slightly as you carefully cut your hand. -1 to stamina. I think that's probably for the best. I think that's not the worst thing ever. Let's check the news reports about this weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. The investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads, +4 to doom. That's a bummer. Reports mention a patient 0. Who could they be? Part of me wants to shop for more items. Well, the dog has changed. Is the dog also wearing a Halloween costume? Is that what's happening? Energy drink, cigarettes. Salt, flashlight, compass. Um, if it's the Game Boy one, yeah, I mean that's there, I suppose. But like, no, not that one. Not that one. Oh, maybe you just somehow missed the Alt F4. Oh yeah, no, Alt F4 has been there for quite a while. Amki visiting the concession stand and getting some ketchup chips. Ah. Moxie Cat also hitting the concession stand and getting some corn. Yeah, that's right. Cat's up. If you're tabbed out of the window for too long, there's a jump scare when you get back, and that's really freaking mean. Both of these items are like really good. The flashlight really helped us last time. But I think I'm going to do the compass. All right. Now time to find the patient zero. Stop right there. You hear a voice coming from behind you. You won't destroy my life's work. Hello, obsessed man. Nice. I'm getting good with the battling. We did get ringing ears. All combat actions are slower until the end of the current mystery. Prick it with a needle. Prick my ears with a needle? No, I don't think I want to do that. I do think I want to switch and equip the steak knife instead of the revolver. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now. We already have ringing ears. Let's investigate the village again. Gets up. Feeling hungry, you enter a small local restaurant and order the daily special, made with today's catch. Just where the hell did those fishermen go? One bite won't hurt. Oh, nice. Feeling the eyes of the restaurant's guests on your back, you take a small bite of the smelly seafood. It's surprisingly good, but you kindly refuse another serving. +5 experience, +1 stamina. An old man from the village hands you a package. This should help you understand the illness. +1 to items. Interesting. Magic powder. Dust of Scene. Our ads are about to start, but we got a little bit. Set enemies' power to 0. White dust. It has no smell. Well, that's exciting. Yeah, we have 5 minutes before the ad starts. We're good for a little bit. You need to sneak into the hospital and borrow the information about patient 0. You meet your friend who has recently started her nursing practice. You lazily chat on the roof hospital, watching the sunset. Now would be a perfect opportunity to hear her, or to ask about the recent events. Going to be going to bed. Good luck with the spooky investigations. Thank you very much, Amki. And thank you for coming in. I genuinely appreciate you. I want to ask about them. Her story is about missing patients, mysterious surgeries, and strange infections are helpful, but they do kill the mood. Plus 10 to experience, -2 to reason. Lovely. But yeah, sleep tight, Amki. Sleep tight. You got their name and address. Let's get out of here. When the patient came home one morning, covered in scars and babbling about aliens the police had them committed. Right. Oh, we got a hermit. Charisma check successful. You immediately understand that the only difference between you and the crazy person is that you haven't been caught yet. You convince them to sneak out and join you on your quest. You don't want to learn the truth. -5 to reason, -10% doom. If I let them go. No. You can hang out with me. That's fine. Patient Zero's house seems empty. You should search it carefully. I want to go to the shop and see if I can't get a flashlight. There's a flashlight. Nice. I just have a feeling like that's going to be useful. Oh, I love our little friend. Hey, look at that. Search the flat with a light source. It's almost been a year since a childhood friend moved away to another city. Oh yeah, we already got this one actually. Yeah, no, we'll do that. Corpse dust. Plus 20 experience, -2 luck. I'm going to hold on to this. If there's a point where it's like I need to level up right then and there, that will be useful. That man dabbled in magic. You found a journal describing a certain village and instructions for a summoning ritual. It seems that he tried to contact an entity from the dream realms. Hey, now we can level up. While you walk through the crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. Did they take my money? Ooh, we realized high perception roll. They stole your wallet. You quickly grab their arm, and they drop it before disappearing into the crowd. Well, good. We didn't lose our $1. Leadership +1 to charisma. Second sight. Additional damage against ghosts and eldritch enemies. And forgotten spells regain extra reason. Ooh. Because I have a lot of spells. That could be useful. I think it's between second sight and self-therapy. And then I'm going to actually further increase my charisma. This is +2 to reason for experience. Oh my god, I forgot about the ads. We'll be right back after these messages. And we're back. Had to eat my lunch real quick. Yeah, hi there. So that's why I was gone for so long. Very sorry. God, that was almost 10 minutes? No, that was 7 minutes. Oh, no, I guess that would have been 10 minutes with the ad itself. Weird. Time flies when you're eating a wrap. Alright, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I was getting rid of spells. I think I'm going to get rid of that one. For now, and we'll hold on to the rest. Quarantine wing is guarded closely. You must find a way to sneak through. Let's do so. While taking an elevator, you get a terrible feeling. Sorry. While taking an elevator, you get a terrible feeling as if something bad is about to happen. The elevator doors open. Luck chance succeed. Elevator's doors open, revealing a hospital corridor. Wonderful. Let's hope you find the answers here. You manage to sneak through the floor while avoiding the police and finally reach the quarantine wing where all of the coma patients were brought to. Their pulses are slowly weakening and their blood pressure is dropping. You must hurry. Use the dust of seeing. Following the old man's advice, you throw the dust of seeing in the air. It reveals a weird, elongated monster hanging from the ceiling above every bed. Each creature is connected to a patient with a undulating tendril. Oh, gross. As you try to process everything, one of them is holy cow. One of the disgusting creatures raises its head and looks in your direction. The creature causing the coma plaguing your town has taken notice of you. You must defend yourself or perish. Hi, Dream Devourer. I can unplug life support. Oof. No, I don't want to use corpse dust. 37 damage. Oh yeah, we do have our you've played this game a few times. You don't know if you've installed this in me. Yeah, I had to have a special item to see it. -1 to all. God, this is going to take forever. Don't have time to change equipment. Are you sure? Ask your ally to distract the enemy. If successful, faster combat actions for duration of this encounter. Interesting. We're just going to have to deal with this. I'm going to risk it. No. Okay. We got through it nonetheless. The creature's severed body falls to the floor and starts melting slowly. The remaining parts slither back into the now closing hole in the ceiling. You manage to catch a glimpse of the other side. The sight of the other side makes you fall to your knees. It wasn't the creature's body that you managed to cut off. It was merely a finger. Shaken, you sneak out of the hospital. One thing is certain, though. It's the end of this weird illness. What's that? I've sworn it's Monday or Tuesday, right? What does time skip do? Plus 5% doom. That's not awful. It's bad, but it's not awful. Okay, we desperately need more reason. I'm gonna go with the... No, we'll stick with Sheet Ghost. Alright, Body's brief. Brief on becoming... Bulletin? Or beckoning bulletin. What? Bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin. Yes. As the decades roll on, technology has only developed further. These days, computer bulletin board softwares allow computers to communicate over phone lines. All it takes is a computer and a modem, and anyone can connect to a bulletin system, or even host their own. Once you connect, you can read all the messages on that bulletin, even post your own, and start a conversation. Many use them to share files or chat. Hi, chat. How are you doing? Chat. How's it going, chat? Chat about their favorite topics. Everything from video games to sports to idol culture. But in the wake of the sudden string of weird suicides, things aren't all fun and games. Rumors have surfaced that the deaths are linked to a bulletin system operated by somewhere within Shiokawa. What is behind the suicides? How could so many people all be driven to take their own lives? Hey, Moxie. Oh, I have limited bullets. Interesting. That's good to know. Hey, Moxie. Which Tim Hortons did you get this food from? The first one. The first. What do you mean the first one? The bad one. Okay. Because this donut is incredible, actually. It has like, it's perfect. You didn't even think of that? So we need to investigate the forest twice. So let's do that first. The trees overhead block the sunlight, and you begin to feel gloomy. But I have a flashlight and a compass. Even if the rumored bulletin system phone number is found, there's no hope in investigating without a computer that connect to it. Maybe the school library has one that will work. Impossible angles are seemingly moving, and seemingly moving lines are spinning in your head. Stare in disbelief. -1 to reason. Lovely. I love my reason ticking down like this. While the school computer doesn't have a modem, you happen to bump into a member of the computer club while asking around. She apparently got a new system and is willing to let you borrow hers. Thanking her, you arrange to meet her at her home in the city. I call BS on, hey, yeah, you can borrow my 1980s computer modem. Gruesome altar. Seeing the... I knew I should have taken the second sight skill. That's okay. Seeing the two chopped off heads, you can't help but wonder who's been preparing your food for the past week. What? Did I miss something? Let's research the occult notes. Oh, good. -2 reason. That's what I love to see. You lug the cardboard box full of PC parts. Wahoo! I can't actually get rid of more spells. Seems pretty normal for the internet to drive you insane, to be honest. Yeah. You lug the cardboard box PC parts up your apartment stairway, teeth clenched as you heave up one step at a time. Gosh darn, are computers in 1984 heavy? Literally 1984. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up! Shouts the voice from behind the door. I know you're in there! Alright, dexterity check success. Before you can answer, the door's letterbox suddenly opens and an unknown invader tries to look inside. Luckily, you manage to stand still. After a couple of minutes, the man retreats, probably unsure if you are home after all. Yippee, we need that experience. Let's investigate the forest a second time. Following the ghastly music, you find yourself in a forest. The sound getting closer. Ribcage woman. With 83% to attack. That's pretty good. Should have saved that. Nice. Nice. Ghost Connections. Completing a mystery grants a random spell. Ooh. That works with like the other things I have. +1 to dexterity. That helps my weapon. And +1 to knowledge. I think I'm going to risk it. And I'm doubling up on dexterity. Part of me is like, maybe I should get reason. But no, I want to risk it. As you wipe the sweat. After searching the deep woods for some time, you discover a body of a young student clutching a note. Forced note. I write this for everyone wanting to stay behind. The sacrifice is worth it. Life's meaning comes out of our relationships, shared death, and that connection will outlast you. There won't be anything left but us. Everyone is here waiting for you. If you lose your resolve, just listen to the voice of humanity. ... RPGs Elden Ring feel good, but World of Horror, it feels like a relief. What do you mean? Oh, I guess you mean like getting more stats or whatever. I wonder if this is like surely this is a clue. Just listen to the voice of humanity. You lose your resolve. Huh. You wipe the sweat from your brow as you finish setting up the computer in your bedroom. After a few tests, you're certain that everything is functional. The newscaster on the TV says that the suicide rate is still climbing. Worse, the morbid trend is beginning to catch on to nearby towns. You need to act quickly. What was corpse dust? -2 luck. Unfinished painting. While looking around the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discovered a half-finished painting of a woman. Her skin is ghastly pale yellow color. The scene is disturbing. You struggle to look at it. Charisma check success. Unintimidated by the painting, you give a new insight into the madness that possessed your friend. +5 to experience. It's not too bad. Hoping to find a lead, you head to the hospital. How many deaths there's been? The hospital's in chaos. The staff look exhausted. When the receptionist lets her head down onto the desk for a minute, you slip out of the waiting room and into the hospital corridors. Walking through the hospital corridor, you hear a disgusting slurping sound coming from the closet. Bloodsucker. Oh man. The last scenario we had a thing to deal with vampires. And I would say that this is probably a vampire. Oh yeah, we have a lot more stuff.
Look, the door's open.
Look, the door's open. things. At least it only affects your stamina. Yeah. Yeah, and if you're like careful and paying attention, battles are relatively easy. I've been really lucky with battles. You overhear two nurses talking about a girl whose suicide attempt failed. Apparently, she's recovering at her grandparents' house at the village in the city outskirts. You exit the hospital and make your way to the nearest bus stop. Can I return the revolver? Hey, I have this gun. Do you want it back? Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous, before entering the house. He turns around as if checking if there's any unwanted followers. What could this mean? I want to follow the weird man. Check failure. The door is locked, but you think you can repeat the knocking pattern the suspicious man used. -2 or +2 to do. That's not too bad. All right. As you pull into the village bus stop, a new story comes on the bus driver's radio. An entire class of Shikoa students have leapt from a train, hand in hand. You move urgently as you exit the bus, searching down the village streets. You can see a dog chewing on something in the distance. Is that human bone? Oh no! Borkers! Since these have a 90% chance of attacking, you've officially arrived. Oh, not Borkers! Yeah, poor Bert Borkers is having a bad day. Ooh, that was a bad miss. Man, really? 10% chance of missing. If I do just the prepare, then strong attack. There we go. Also, welcome in Ari Boops. When you find the girl's house, her grandparents greet you solemnly. They thank you for your efforts in stopping the deaths. Forgive her, the grandfather says. He leads you to her bedroom. She's a kind girl. Something has happened to her. Our master is coming, and we all can bask in his glory. A glitched magician? Well, excuse me, princess. Yes, yeah, it's not the only glitched thing here, I suppose. Yeah, +1 to Doom, so he's not going to do any damage to me. He's just going to, like, quicken the end of the world. Oh, was that 2 missed attacks? Reality shifts. Your action was canceled? Well, excuse me again, princess. Stop shifting reality. There you go. There you go, buddy. Ugh. The recovering girl is more than happy, not only to confirm the bulletin's existence, but to give you its number. You have to know, you have to do what it tells you. Trust me, you won't regret a thing. She beams as her grandmother struggles to have her swallow the pain medication. I'll be back to join you all soon. Wait for me, okay? Disquieted, you give the grandparents your phone number and hastily leave. Hang on. Did you just shift reality? I can't turn down the thing. No one answers when you knock at the professor's door. This is odd, since he usually is punctual about his appointments. The smell of blood tells you something's wrong, and you quickly open the door and enter. There's no sign of the professor, but the quantity of blood everywhere leaves little doubt about what's happening. But how and why? Useful items or clues? We're going to search for clues. Knowledge check failure. Oh man, that was a high knowledge check. We got an injury. You search. I mean, our perception's the same level. We probably would have failed it anyways. You search the room, but you can't find anything. The sound of police sirens forces you to jump through a broken window, and you are injured. Lose 1 stamina for each investigation? Whoa. As soon as you arrive home and dial the number, you put the headset onto the modem. Your heart pounds as the computer fans exhale. The system hums. You hear a brief dial tone, and then it finally connects. Man, you don't even get to go to the hospital until the next mystery. I know, it's so unfair. Welcome home. Did you like it so far? Yes? I'm glad. Take your phone off the modem and put it to your ear. Remember the note. You recall the note you found. Could this be the voice of humanity you read about? Bracing yourself, you slowly pull the phone to your ear. Couldn't hear words or voices. You soon understood that they didn't need those. It's difficult, but you manage to keep track of which thoughts are yours and which are theirs. Everyone is here now. We escaped everything that held us back in life. We didn't have any more burdens. You can escape with us. This is the purest form of existence. A paradise of connection. Everyone deserves that. We will bring all humanity together. You can't save everyone. Suffering is human. I don't want to die. For everyone wanting to stay behind, the sacrifice is worth it. Life, meaning, comes from our relationships, shared death. I'm going to go with suffering is human. How can you believe that? Well, okay, if you want to suffer, go ahead. The connection dips. By the time you snap out of it, you're strangling yourself with the phone cord. The entirety, or the entity assaults your mind, but you struggle. But the struggle brings you out strength you didn't know you had. You refuse to die. Yeah, you go make that food. Hello and welcome in. Welcome to the WPGN studios. You listen to the statically signal on the other end. It's harsh to your ear. But then the noise slowly changes into something beautiful. You want to join in. I have to fight my phone? Okay. Your money's on the phone? I mean, that's very possible. I would have to do it within 6 turns. 4 damage, 3 damage. Oh, only a 50% chance of hitting. Go phone go. Might be worth it to yeah. Might be worth it to attack without a weapon because it has an 80% chance of hitting. Maybe if I do like something like this. I should have saved that. Telemarketing will get you. Yeah, I think this might be the end of the run. -5 to reason. No, I don't want to do that. Oh yeah, I'm badly bleeding. +2 to reason at the cost of experience. I'm gonna throw the gun. Alright, that did 3 damage. Can I throw other things? No, I cannot. Going all in. Nice. Ooh, with 2 stamina remaining. Phone drained a lot. Yeah. Probably not going to make it through this. This is my like first time playing. We did do a more basic story earlier. Like one of the first ones. You wrench the phone from your ear. Or you wrench the phone from your ear, nearly tossing it across the room. You could have killed yourself for that thing. Sweat pouring down your face, you immediately yank the computer's plug from the sockets. Yeah, no, it's the third mystery, but I mean, like, we did one whole scenario before this. Is what I was trying to say. I'm bad at saying things. Second sight would have helped earlier. So we definitely want more stamina. That's a guarantee. Knowledge. Additional damage against ghosts. Ghost connection. The whole town stopped receiving outside signals. It must be the radio mast failure. Cut off from the outside world. Interesting. Okay. We want reason. And then last but not least, we have alarming accounts of abnormal arms. I remember when it started. The woman next door was strangled to death in her bed, with no sign of forced entry. Killer was never found. The apartment remained vacant. All right, investigate the hospital twice to complete this mission. We do need to investigate the hospital because we need to get rid of this badly bleeding. It's causing some issues from jumping out of that window. Go to the doctor's office. Cost 1 fund. Perfect. Discharge summary. Discard gives you plus 20 experience. Yeah. All right. We might get through this. Let's investigate the hospital because we have to do it twice. Oh, no, I did not mean to enter again. Ah. How do I go back? You. Oh. Interesting. Well, that just gave us some free doom. Someone has been branded or branding the patients with occult symbols. Are they preparing for a feast for their eldritch master? I don't know. The door to her apartment was closed and she lived alone. What other ways are there? Maybe you can get the apartment plan to compare with other flats. Hearing footsteps, you turn around. Behind you stands a pretty woman in a sweater. Natural beauty, yes? This is exactly what I need. You shudder seeing the weird woman reaching into her pockets and producing a nasty-looking knife. Pretty face. Mind if I borrow it? Aspiring woman. Okay, we'll do that. Nice. We will take those wins. Lucky earrings. Ooh. So that would replace our compass. I think I am going to equip that. The apartment is on the 3rd floor. There's no way someone used a window to escape the murder scene. Oh, here we go again. You hear rustling on the other side of your apartment door. Someone's trying to get in. The apartment stalker. This guy hits pretty hard. Oh, hey, a baseball bat. I do not need a baseball bat. You notice an old placement of ventilation shafts. They seem too small for anyone to crawl through. You find yourself in an old, unused part of the hospital. You take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still linger in the room. It used to be the hospital's morgue. Mortuary? I can never pronounce words. Where doctors determined the cause of death. Mortuary. I think that's it. Search cabinets. Check out the freezer. Pull the cloth. We're going to search cabinets. Oh, we got an item, but our thing is full. Whoops. I really could have used that item. The Anatomical Museum Archive displays a specimen with elongated arms and jellyfish or jellified bones. Okay, we do have the sewing kit here. So if I store that... Oh, wait. I can get rid of the notes. +3 to stamina. Oh my god, yes. You notice an old placement of ventilation shafts. I already read that. I've already read that. A woman jumps out of her apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She was taking a shower when suddenly the shower head started spraying blood. A trail of blood leads into the dark apartment. -1 stamina. Knowledge check failed. You don't find anything. The smell of blood makes you weak. We've been smelling a lot of blood on this one. You should interview the neighbors. Maybe you'll discover something that the police missed. Mr. Ooh, your neighbor, is a horror manga artist. He's struggling to come up with the satisfaction ending to his newest story. Share my experiences. Not exactly what I was expecting to happen, but that's okay. Incredible, he shouts in excitement. How did you come up with this stuff? Sensing this story will be a huge hit, he pays you a token of appreciation. Our neighbors are complaining about their missing underwear. Not the underwear! The telephone sounds and multiple voices are too loud for you to ignore. When you enter the apartment, everything turns silent. Hi. We have a 100% chance of hitting these attacks. And she's doing reason damage, which is totally fine by me. Another neighbor is complaining about weird noises coming from the vents when she's at home. Wandering through the empty corridor, you find an old vending machine you don't recognize the brand of sodas inside, but you could use a drink. Let's get the most expensive one. The taste seems odd, but you enjoy it anyways. That was incorrect choice. Let's check the building plan to find out if this place where all the vents connect. As you prepare your bath, you think about all that's happened so far. You were pretty tired. Maybe an ice cold bath is a good idea. I did ice cold last time. I'm doing a hot bath. A hot bath is so inviting that you spend an extra hour in it, +1 to Doom. I accept that. That is fine. Every room is connected by vents coming from the unused boiler room. Could it be? You enter the dark boiler room and tripped over a pipe. Cursing, you find the light switch. I have a flashlight, it's fine. You gasp in horror. That's not a pipe at all. It's a rubbery arm coiling around the room and ending in the ventilation shaft. Coming closer, you can smell something vile and rotten. You cautiously crawl inside the vent, determined to solve this macabre mystery. Nothing could prepare you for the source of these skittering sounds getting louder and closer. I'm going to snooze these ads because we are probably going to end stream somewhat soon. I don't know. Vent crawler. Well, this is where we throw the baseball bat. Ah, 77% chance to hit. Well, it's been a really good run, and this has been a ton of fun. But unfortunately... Wait. We can level up real quick. Oh my god, we're actually going to move forward with this. We're going to get +1 to luck, and we want that +6 stamina. Oh my goodness. After the police arrived, the whole building gets searched following the disgusting body. The detectives enter one of the flasks. What? Inside the slimy lair, there are countless giant semi-transparent eggs. When broken, they reveal horrible centipede human fetus hybrids. Welcome back, Ari Boops. What kind of food did you get? I hope it's yummy. You are questioned thoroughly while the government people dressed as gas company employees clean up the apartment. You are eventually released, but you can swear at night you can still hear faint skittering sounds coming from the vents. Leftover pizza? Heck yeah. That sounds pretty good. Alright. Winds of Plague. A weird epidemic keeps staff in the hospital busy. Skipping the line will cost you more. Got our key. Thank you very much for the follow and bringing us to 142. Welcome to the WPGN studios. All right. I think I'm going to go with extra stamina because I have other ways of getting extra reason. In fact, I might as well just do that now. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Receive 1 free injury removal. Or I can get 2 reason. So there is not a 5th thing, so I think we go straight to the lighthouse. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. I'm going to just push the ads back a little further because, again, we are getting close. Multiple padlocks prevent you from entering the building. You need 5 keys. No, I only need 4 keys. Enter the lighthouse. You finally made it inside the lighthouse, the cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you 2 things. That whoever or whatever is behind this weird event must be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run away from this place as far and as fast as you can. You're afraid there won't be any way back once climbing the stairs. We are going to... Okay, nothing really in storage for us. We're gonna rest a bunch. 69% doom. Nice. Let's climb. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. A cable that should be powering is currently disconnected. The power box itself is covered in weird, moist goo. Just inhaling the fumes makes your eyes itch and water. But to power the gate, you'll need to disconnect the faulty plug. Alright. Not enough strength. Oh, -3 stamina. Really glad that I rested for as much as I did. There's a restaurant near your parents called 4 Keys. Interesting. You're surprised by how much effort it takes to disconnect the faulty plug. As you force it, weird goo burns your fingers. Finally, you manage to separate the faulty plug and connect the power cables. With a buzz, the gate opens. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped. Wait a minute. Someone has been taking photos, focused on you. The photos include the enemies you have fought. There's something wrong, but you can't precisely say what. Select the second enemy you fought in this run. I'm going to say... Going to stop yourself from... Yeah. You can just ignore that. Just ignore whatever message that is. You just hang out here at the studio. You know, Eggbug is feeling fine. It's all good. It's all good. I believe it was the Dream Devourer was our second enemy. Wrong answer. Plus 5% doom. Your head starts to hurt and everything just... Is everything just something you imagined? The photos suddenly disappear, and so does the door, allowing you to continue. You are stopped by a girl wearing a dirty school uniform. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go any further, she says, reaching in her bag. It's too late anyways. You instinctively take a step back when you notice the knife in her hand. You have to think fast. Try to reason with her. Not enough charisma. Oh. You try to talk her into allowing you to pass, but suddenly she raises the knife and slices right across her own throat, nearly decapitating herself. You carefully step over her body, -2 reason. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate blocking your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. Seems to be connected to the door to the hole inside the center pillar. If there's a switch inside, you'll have to risk getting cut by the numerous glass shards and knives. You manage to locate the switch while avoiding the knives and glass shards. With a buzz, the gate opens. Almost there. Following the winding staircase, you're stopped by a metal gate. A tiny page nailed to the gate explains that opening will require you to grab 2 metal rods, using your own body as a natural conductor to power the gate. Knowledge check passed. You are about to grab the rods when you notice the dials and buttons. You toy with them a bit before adjusting both voltage and currents so it's safe for you to grab them. With a buzz, the gate opens. The dark cloud swirls around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? I don't think it really matters which of these we pick. As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you are relieved and collapsed on the floor. The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You manage to stop the ritual and awakening the eldritch old god. But what's done is done. It will stir in its slumber again and again until the stars are right once more. Congratulations! You are safe. For now. Alright. That was a lot of fun. Again, 98 minutes. That was exactly the length of our first run. That's really interesting. Alright. So that's World of Horror. We have 5 minutes or 4 minutes to get out of here. And that is exactly what we are going to do. Before I run the credits, I do need to choose a raid location. Tally's probably going to go for a little while, so we might as well raid her. I see that I think Wolfie and Mama Bear are there as well. A Toasted Cookie just, you know what? We're going to be hanging out with Tally tomorrow. I never get a chance to raid a Toasted Cookie. And she is playing Phasmophobia. So just for the sake of doing something different, we're going to give her a raid. Cookie is a very good friend of mine. Now I'll run the credits. And just a really funny person who I just love spending time with. And one of the very first supporters of us at the WPGN studios. I do have a raid message. Please select whichever one applies to you, whether you are subbed or not. And really, you don't have to say either of those. But I do highly suggest that you say something. Not only does not only is it a nice thing to do, but it does help get Cookie's numbers up, which is something we all appreciate. Other than that, I will be back tomorrow, like I said, with the amazing Ari Boops and the talented Tally Tales, and going to be doing some emote art, I believe. I have some ideas, some plans. And until next time, remember to be your most authentic selves. And from all of us here at the WPGN studios to you, good night.